lacrosse friends, and welcome back to the 2023 LAXNAI. We're down to quarterfinal number 3 here on day 2 at the Utica University Nexus Center. I'm Stephen Stamp, pleased to be bringing you this quarterfinal number 3. I don't know if it's going to be able to live up to match up to what just happened with David Bowie calling the game between the Frog Pond Maulers and Gold Star Tel Aviv, the overtime thriller. I'm not going to tell you how it ended in case you haven't seen it yet. Go and watch it. It is on Blue Squatch YouTube channel and here on Lacrosse TV. Thanks for being with us. We are underway. The U.S. has possession first, and Jack Jasinski going to the net. Penalty immediately off the bat as he was right. It's a goal. It's a high sticking call, so it's going to be a goal and 3 minutes going up for a major penalty, with the U.S. having a chance to score another one on the power play. You can see Jasinski just goes through, and it actually looked like it may have been kind of missed, to be honest. Like, I thought the check was in, well, he tried to get the check on, kind of missed the high stick. Oh, no, they are calling a minor. Okay, my mistake. I thought I saw the major going up for the high stick, but they're going to go minor. So the penalty, the goal wipes out the delayed penalty, and USA Blue is up 1-0. They are 2-0 on the tournament, beat the Iroquois Thunder 7-1, then the Frog Pond Maulers 6-3. Notice Hudson Bearden. I could have sworn that was Jack Jasinski, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll take another peek maybe. Snake Island had to go some because they started in the silver group. So they won their first game against the Great Lakes Alliance 10-3, then beat Poland 10-4, and then match up with the L Gods in the play-in game, and that was an 8-5 win. They have not faced a team yet like USA Blue. It's going to be a loose ball possession foul on Sky Sunday, and USA Blue will take possession. Patrick Timothy just tosses a little pass ahead, and USA moves into the offensive zone. Charlie Bertrand going to the net, flicks it back, doesn't quite connect with Nick Miller. Shot by Kyle Baker, who's had a really strong tournament, had a great weekend last weekend in the camp that the USA held with their player pool for the 2024 World Championship team. Pressure way up high coming from Justin Robinson. Good to see him back after he's had some injury issues. And that pass is picked off by Adam Yee. He's going to spin away from trouble. He's got a couple guys ahead, but can't get it to them. Now he'll get it up to the offensive zone, but threat for transition is gone, so they're just going to slow things down. Logan Monroe will hand it off, and the offense will set up. Jasinski cuts through the middle. Pass doesn't get through from Baker. It's grabbed there by Nate Schultzke. Schultzke on the run, tries to feed it through. Not sure that pass was there. Bit of a force. Might have had a pretty good shooting lane. You like the idea, trying to set up your teammates in a better position, but I'm not sure that was the case there. Here comes USA Blue back the other way. Little give and go. It comes back out, and Govett gets run over. And Bossy Rice very upset with Govett. Give him a little face full of it. That one's well wide. It's going to be either over and back or 30-second violation. They happen at almost the exact same time. And Vaughn Harris will go pick up the ball wearing number 20 for Snake Island. He'll leave it there for Skylar Thomas. Thomas, some spectacular goals in their last game. What a three-way passing play. That's a crease violation, though, as Sky Sunday got into the painted semicircle, 3/4 of a circle. The behind-the-back pass from Cody Radzewicz will leave it there. There's Jackson Reed lobbing it to the top to Nick Miller. Sidearm bouncer. Downey can't find that one. George Downey, a veteran of tournament lacrosse. We've seen him over at the Rabeski tournament over in Prague at the Radotin Lacrosse Club. Lacrosse Club Radotin. Here's Skylar Thomas. Gonna slow things down, looks around, just make sure. He thought he sent somebody behind him, but no, he was clear. Leaves it there for Chris Atwood. Oh, no, now Atwood gets it. I got fooled by that pinball trick. Oh, what a finish. Is it good? It is. Ty Thompson. Great play. Feed down the middle. Thompson sets the pick high, gets great position on his defender, Patrick Timothy. Here's Ty Thompson at the top. You can see he's going to set a little up pick. Well, a pretty solid up pick, actually. Then fight off it. Timothy really right on top of him. And Thompson's still able to get possession on that pass and bury it just inside the post, getting it past Drew Hutchison, the starting goaltender for the U.S. Craig Seneca also on the roster for U.S. Blue. Oh, but a quick response from Charlie Bertrand. See Bertrand starting with it way over by the far boards, kind of drifts across, and nobody really picks him up. Nate Schultzke comes out to get him, but not able to establish much contact, and Bertrand so big and strong and also quick and quite the shot.
USA goal, his first of the game, scored by number 8, Anthony Kelly. Time of that goal, 9-17.
U.S. gets possession again. Snake Island into the offensive zone. Von Harris fakes the pass. Breaks down a little. Pick and roll game with Atwood. Running to his far side. They've got 11 to shoot. Atwood tries to get it inside to Thomas. He wasn't ready for it, but still manages to get control of the ball. Pass out. What a play. Skylar Thomas with the beautiful touch pass. And Chris Atwood is just lethal when he gets the ball in a shooting position. And he's fired up. Coming to the bench. He's watching this play unfold. You see, Atwood starts at trying to make the pass to Skylar Thomas. It winds up being a give and go of sorts as Atwood sees Thomas picking up the ball behind the net, heads in, and everyone's turned to watch Skylar Thomas behind the net. Nobody keeping an eye on Chris Atwood, which you should do around your neck because he is dangerous.
With an assist, 22, Skylar Thomas.
2-2, we're all tied up just past the midway point of the first of two 15-minute running time halves. 2 minutes stop time at the end of the second half. The winner of this game will advance to the semifinals. Snake Island, one of two teams that fought their way up from the silver groups. The Grand River Ironmen were the other. They did not make it through their quarterfinal. Can Snake Island stay with U.S.? So far, looking pretty good against U.S. Blue. There's a hard rip from the outside by Von Harris. Nice hustle by Harris to get back and take away the transition that Adam Yu is trying to generate. Jake Gubbett will toss it back up top. Here's Nick Miller. Looked for Gubbett down low, but he was checked. And now Zach Deacon's going to take a penalty. It looks like checking Gubbett down on the way through the middle. That shot's wide. There's a chance. Comes back out. Reset. Play continues. Snake Island. Nope. Now play's being blown down. Somebody did blow a whistle, so it's going to be an illegal cross-check to Deacon. That's Deacon with the black helmet up near the top of your screen. You're going to see Gubbett hand the ball off, and then he's going to cut in from the boards, and it's right here. I wouldn't say an egregious cross-check, but got up a little high, close to the grill. Hard rip by Bertrand.
Snake Island penalty to number 11, Zach Deacon. 1 minute for the illegal cross-check.
Skylar Thomas tucks it away, bounces off his own teammate off of Von Harris. And now it's a battle for the ball. And Skylar Harris has lost his stick, still battling. Great drive from Skylar Harris. who's as talented a player as you're going to see out there, but also you can see ready to work hard. USA Blue setting up Jackson Reed with the ball. Reed's at the top. Downey to Baker. 8 on the shot clock. Bertram behind the back, doesn't connect on the pass with Govett. It's grabbed there by Edmund Cathers. Little drive to the net there by Ty Thompson. They go far side, and the rip from Harris. That one's stopped by Hutchison. Joel White landed on the turf, and he's not looking very comfortable. He does pop back up. That's going to be a 10-second count. Great forecheck pressure by the Muskies, and they'll get the ball back. Almost an over and back as Brian Rice had to hop over the center line to accept that pass to avoid giving up the possession just as play was being blown in. Great pass, Skylar Thomas, beautiful goal. Rice scores, and then Hutchison grabs his face mask. There's players bouncing back and forth. Things getting pretty raucous as the day goes on here. Brian Rice and Logan Monroe having words. Then Vaughn Harris swats Monroe with his stick. Vaughn Harris has a big smile, as he generally does. So let's look at well, I've been watching what's happening on the floor. You can see all the scuffle happening here. Hopefully here we get another peek at the goal. Brian Rice gives the ball away, comes to set the pick. Gets a lovely little sidearm pass. Then Rice checked into the goaltender by Patrick Timothy, and then Timothy's going to go after him. So Timothy will get the penalty. Snake Island is up 3-2. .303 to go in the first half. Timothy's gone for a minute or less. Can Snake Island extend this lead? I'll tell you, there's been talk of, everyone's like, well, USA Blue, USA White, can anybody derail them? Well, maybe this Silver Group team has a chance. They're certainly playing well. Skylar Thomas will take the pass at the top. He's going to blast a pass across. What a finish. Chris Atwood buries one. A beautiful pass. Skylar Thomas is absolutely on fire. Power play goal. Look at Skylar Thomas. My goodness, that's a small window that he threads that through. When he's on his game, he is a thing of beauty to watch. That hard rip, missing the net on the original shot by Jake Rice. Look at this pass once more. Behind the back of his teammate Jake Rice, finds Atwood. Atwood always has had some of the best hands around. Four to 2, under 2 minutes to go in the half. Oh, what a putback goal by Nick Miller, who's showing some versatility here this weekend. You see it just bounces out to him. His own shot. Not sure if that went off the post. Let's take another peek here. Yeah, it's off the post and heads out to the side, down towards the shoulder of the slot a little bit. And Miller gets it and finds a spot past Edmund Cathers. Goosed ahead by Nate Schultzke, and he'll track down after it, chasing down Cody Radzowitz. Patrick Timothy got himself in some trouble there, getting ready to accept a pass just over center, put himself in jeopardy of it over and back, but was able to extricate himself from that difficulty. Here's Jack Jasinski. Just avoids the crease, but he's not going to avoid the 30-second shot clock expiring, and it'll be Snake Island possession. They lead by 1, 44 to go. We'll see if they go for a 2-for-1. Does not look like going to. They're just going to come up and have a possession. I like that. Here's Skylar Thomas. Can he create something else? Chris Atwood Getting some chops from Joel White. U.S. playing a physical brand, but Jake Rice got open underneath, just couldn't quite accept the pass. 23 seconds for USA Blue, and Hutchison sprints to the bench. They're going to go with 6 attackers. Govett has it, flicks it up to Miller. The 6 are out there. They've got 8 seconds. They get a shot, a putback attempt by Jasinski, but that will end. Now, Snake Island can let one rip. Now, they're not going to have time to get it down to the end of the floor, but they had an empty net, just not enough time to head for it. So after half of the game, it is Snake Island 4, US Blue 3. I am Steven Stamp. This is the 2023 LAXNAI at the Nexus Center in Utica, New York. Thanks for being with us on Blue Squatch Productions YouTube channel or Lacrosse TV. We're going to take 2 minutes. We'll see some highlights, and we will be back.
Visit their table located below the scoreboard, level 1, rink 1. To the scoring production on Snake Island Muskies' 4th goal. That goal was scored by number 77, Chris Atwood, his 2nd of the game on the power play at 2:40. USA's 3rd goal was scored by number 21, Nick Miller. Time of that goal, 1:31, first half.
Are you ready for the second half, lacrosse friends? I am. This is going to be exciting. 4-3, Snake Island over USA Blue. Can the Muskies hang on? Can USA Blue use their athleticism and physicality to get back into it? They got to play smart. Snake Island is feeling it. They are ready. US has the first possession. Kyle Baker comes across to Nick Miller. Off the post for Jasinski. It's not going to be an over and back, and it will be a fresh 30 once Kyle Baker picks this up. So the U.S. resets. Miller passes it down along the boards. Gets it back from Govett. Watched by Casey Swamp there. Jasinski taking a rough ride. Snake Island covering everyone's lanes to the net. And it's going to be an illegal pick. Long bomb pass to Harris coming off the bench. Scores! Vaughn Harris beats Craig Seneca, who has come into the game for USA Blue. And they were ready. Edmund Cathers knew he had Harris coming off the bench. Someone had snuck out early to spring Vaughn Harris in the long change corner. Look at this. Cathers is ready. That is a beautiful pass. Gets it up to Harris, and he is not going to miss very often in that situation. 5-3, Snake Island pulls ahead.
Snake Island goal, his first of the game, scoring number 20, Vaughn Harris.
Snake Island, who went to the President's Cup, a lot of these players on that team. Hard shot is blocked. Nate Schultzke comes away with it. A lot of these guys played on the Syracuse Spark and the PBLA. The PBL as well. I mean, Cathers, Nate Schultzke, Skylar Thomas. Bunch of these players. Taking their time, Atwood, head to the top, hands it off to Von Harris, 10 on the shot clock. Flips it in, and it's blocked, or they would have had a really good look. He'll just blast one, and they get the rebound. Nice attempt there by Sky Sunday, who's the man who was open before. Now it's Adam Yee to make this pass out. Jasinski. Snake Island just not making it easy for the U.S. players to get inside. See if they can use Charlie Bertrand and his size to get through. He is shoved out of the way. He's got it now on his offside. Fights through, gets a shot off, but it's wide. 5 on the shot clock. It tips free. And Snake Island doesn't have to pick this ball up. They should just muck it right now. The 30 will expire, and it's going to be Muskie's possession. Ball back down to the far end. Bossy Rice couldn't handle the U.S. coming the other way. Snake Island wants to control those possessions. Keep the clock moving. Great trail check. What a hustle play by Skylar Thomas. He is the man of the match so far, no question. He comes away with it, and now we're going to have an illegal substitution. Too many men call. Who's it on? Okay. It's on Snake Island as Craig Seneca had made his way to the bench for an extra attacker. Refs don't want to hear any more from Dalston Day as he heads across to the penalty box to serve a minute or less on behalf of his team. Can Snake Island kill this one? Shot clock's not registering. There the reset works. There's a fresh 30 for USA Blue. Bertrand at the top of the power play. Skip pass gets through to Baker. Right on top of the crease, they'll score. They go down low to George Downey. And that was worked very well on the power play offense. See Baker to Bertrand. He goes behind the back. Skip pass. Just perimeter passing, but this got everyone on Snake Island moving and then found the open man. You can see Downey actually drifted down behind the goal line, behind the net, and then kind of snuck out. And this is a really nice pass. Very simple by Kyle Baker. Didn't do anything fancy because he didn't have to. He could just make it to the perfect shooting spot right up by the ear of George Downey. And it's a one-goal game, 5-4, 4 minutes and a half into this second half of quarterfinal number 3. We'll have one more quarterfinal to go today. That will be the Rochester Bats and Seneca Marksmen. David Bowie will be bringing you that one right after this game. There's a shot saved by Cathers. He had no idea where it was. Outlet pass. Here's a chance for Sky Sunday. Jasinski racing after him. Hand saved by Craig Seneca. And I think Jasinski's hustle back there had an impact on Sky Sunday as he was trying to get that shot off. USA Blue will slow things down. Jackson Reed taking his time. Downey scored the last goal for the States. He's trying to set something else up. Complete 360 of the zone. Now he slides through the middle. Doesn't know where the ball went. Behind the back shot by Govett, well off the mark as the 30 was about to expire. Had to try and get something off. Couldn't get that one on target. Here's Schultzke. Gets tripped up. Penalty coming. No question. Downey. Again, unintentional. We saw one of those earlier. But, Schultzke, you're going to get yourself an unsportsmanlike. I think he actually probably should have. I'm a big Nate Schultzke fan, but you can't come up and clap in a guy's face after he gets a penalty. Unintentional again, but you clip the feet. Definitely a penalty. Snake Island will try and restore their 2-goal lead. Von Harris with the fake. Brian Rice at the top running it. Skylar Thomas will get it back. Rice. Harris rips it. Deadly top corner. Von Harris, you cannot give him an inch. He will take a mile. What a shot from Von Harris. One of the better players you're going to see in any lacrosse game. You can see the U.S. penalty killers just kind of spreading out a little bit, give them a bit of space. Joel White had to go up and put some pressure on Rice, or chose to put some pressure on Rice. And Justin Robinson just could not take away that angle. Actually may have served as a bit of a screen for Von Harris. And it's 6-4, 8:15 to go. US Blue has it. Jasinski will take it there from Radzwich, who's going to direct some traffic. Here's Bertrand. Again, there's a broken stick, so one of the Snake Island defenders doesn't have a stick. He's just going to head to the bench as the play goes the other way. Von Harris, oh, he bobbles that one. He gets behind the net, bounces out. As they are looking to spring Von Harris, and he is going to rack up goals if the USA Blue keeps letting him get behind them. That one gets away from Govett. Pressure. Really like that play from Bossy Rice, who was kind of waiting, and then headed out. Now he's playing with one glove. He's going to stay on Govett, see if they can take advantage. It's touched. Schultzke will grab it as the 30 is expiring. Steps over center. He's waiting for some help to come. Very patient. Nice play by Schultzke. Leaves it there for Skylar Thomas. Not a bad idea. 7 minutes to go. 6-4 Snake Island. Goes to the net. Loses it. Checked by Joel White. Great strip. Skylar Thomas is mad at himself. He wanted to make that one work. Joel White's going to say, slow it down. Let's set up the O. Get the forwards out. Bertrand goes to the top. Penalty coming to Snake Island. U.S. gets the 6 attackers out there. Bertrand on his offside save, and it's grabbed there by Bossy Rice. Sorry, by Kyler Johnson. And it will be a slashing call adjudicated to Jake Rice. So a glorious opportunity for USA Blue to get back within a goal. It is 6-4 Snake Island. I think most would have to consider this an upset in the making with USA Blue. One of the favorites coming in as a gold division team. Snake Island working their way up from the silver division. Baker's pass is tipped. Oh, great play to get that one free. And a penalty coming now to the U.S. What a job by Derek Hops. It's another guy who played for the Syracuse Spark, coached by Ron Cogan, who is coaching the U18s and playing for Kahnawake Club 24 in this tournament with his son Chase, which is pretty fun to see. 6 attackers out there after the sprint to the bench from Edmund Cathers. It's picked up by the U.S. It's going to be Jake Govett going to the box. Well, we probably just saw the replay. I just wasn't paying attention. Greg Beecher is right on time. There we go. He's going to set me up. There's Govett going towards the boards. And it's just going to be the slash right there. Maybe the second one. Okay, that wasn't a wild slash, but very similar to the one penalty we called in terms of intensity against Govett, actually, the other end earlier in the game. So we'll call that even up. And power play now. Oh, what a play. Skylar Thomas, fantastic pass across. And Sky Sunday, he missed a couple of passes earlier. He misses nothing here. This is a beautiful finish. Chris Atwood there with it. Skip past his son, Thomas. And that is a whole lot of oomph behind that backdoor quick stick. 7-4. It's a 3-goal lead for the Snake Island Muskies with just over 4 minutes to play. Definitely far from over. USA Blue can strike in a hurry. Another 2 minutes of running time, and then we get to the final 2 minutes of the game, and that will be stop time. Of course, works to the advantage of the team that's behind, as they can hope to slow things down. Bertrand, pass across. Jasinski rips one, stopped by Cathers. Edmund Cathers having himself a solid game. Nick Miller gets it on the rebound. Bertrand driving to the net. Nice job by Nate Schultzke, because Bertrand runs through a lot of guys, even at the NLL level. And Schultzke was able to stay with him. I've given Nate a hard time in a couple of plays today, but he has had some really good moments in this game. Here's Chris Atwood. Gets across to the far side. Snake Island not in a hurry. They're not going to just take the air into the ball, but they're not going to rush. Drive to the net by Ty Thompson. There'll be a reset for whoever can get it. And look at Skylar Thomas working for it. Gets it. What a loose ball. And makes the pass across to the near boards. I don't know if this is matching the overtime game that we just saw, but this is a heck of a contest. And we're under 3 minutes to go. Skylar Thomas, player of the game, makes the pass across. Here's Vaughn Harris, who's actually got to be in consideration for that, too. He has been outstanding. That shot gets wide, and with 2:40 to go, the U.S. has it. Reed Jackson Reed wanted a pass as he cut through the middle. Govett takes that shot. It's off the post. Scooped up. Great job to fling it ahead with some control by Bossy Rice, and Snake Island gets up over center. Nate Schultzke has it. Pretends he's going to make a pass. He was not throwing that to anybody without an open lane. He'll go to Ty Thompson and head for the bench to get another forward out with 12 on the shot clock for Snake Island. 2:12 to go in the game. Well, in regulation time, we have to say now, as there are play-in games at this point, so we have to have a winner. No ties anymore. Saved by Craig Seneca. U.S. comes the other way. Patrick Timothy, we're into the final 2 minutes. This is LAXNAI 2023, and it only builds from here. What's going to happen in the next little stretch? Oh, that's a goal where Snake Island, who has played solid defense throughout, absolutely lost George Downey. He's just over there on his own. He's directing traffic, and both the defenders there go up to play Jack Jasinski coming down and just leave Downey a wide open lane to the net. His second goal of the game makes it 7-5, 1:48 to go. Each team does have one timeout. Format switches up a bit when we get to the semifinals. We'll get to that later. No look pass doesn't connect. Zach Deacon gets it, runs through trouble. The net is empty. Deacon's going to the net. He's going to pull it back. He wants to score, and he will, but he wants to be sure of it. And he gives it the little turf swipe celly. And it is 8-5 with the empty net goal. 1:28 to play. And Snake Island is looking pretty good to make it all the way from the silver group, the silver level, up to the semifinals. The winner of this game will play the winner of the final quarterfinals tonight, the Rochester Bats and Seneca Marksmen, who were both semifinalists last year. So one of them will do so again this year, and one will be out and finish 5th through 8th. The teams that lose in these quarterfinals go into the 5 through 8 semis and placement games. They just lob the ball down the floor with 1:11 to go. Joel White will get it and bounce it ahead. It's 8-5. Govett can't quite get that pass. Kind of handcuffed by Nick Miller. Baker's shot is blocked. 12 on the shot clock. Under a minute to go in the second half. Schultzke gets it. He's just going to whip it down the floor. Gets it just over the outstretched stick of Jack Jasinski. Craig Seneca running back onto the floor will tap it to Jasinski and go straight back to the bench for the extra attacker. And we're going to have a timeout. USA Blue. We're going to try and set up a last-second field goal to tie this one up. 8-5, the score for Snake Island. And there is some quiet consternation on the part of U.S. fans here in the building, and some mounting excitement, I think, for a lot of folks who are pulling for an upset here. People like to see people always cheer for the underdog. Snake Island has not played like an underdog. They have been outstanding in every facet of the game. Edmund Cathers, between the pipes, has been excellent for them. The defense has made it very, very difficult for the U.S. to find lanes in tight, not giving them many scoring chances. Skylar Thomas has been wonderful passing the ball. Vaughn Harris finishing. And we are just 37 ticks away from Snake Island making it to the semis. USA Blue landing in the 5 through 8 semis. Jasinski over the top. Big pick from Downey. Bertrand, spin move inside. Shoots, stopped by Edmund Cathers. Picked up in the crease. Miles Jacobs thought about just lobbing it down the floor. Gets it instead. Zach Deacon takes a chop from George Downey, and Casey Swamp's going after him. And Casey Swamp's going to bump into Downey. Downey is running right into the maw of the beast. Casey Swamp's not done with him yet. He's got 4 seconds left to keep roughing Downey over. To his credit, he is not giving up. And with 1 second to go, Jack Jasinski gets one back. Swamp and Downey still hot after each other. But the Muskies get the last laugh, as they will take an 8-6 win. I believe that last goal counted from Jasinski. Well, let's say it counted. It's 8-6. Either way, Snake Island on to the semifinals tomorrow, and they will be facing the winner of the next game, the final game of the evening. It will be the Rochester Bats, the Seneca Marksmen, and that will be brought to you here on Blue Squatch Productions and Lacrosse TV by David Bowie. Enjoy. We are getting to the part of the tournament where things really get exciting. I'm Stephen Stamp. Thanks so much for being with us at LAXNAI 2023. We'll see you in about 12 minutes.